Kiefer's Pav, she looked so beautiful. I still regret letting her go. I wish I hadn't agreed to her being transferred to a different section. I wish she was still with me, still mine. My fist clenched when I saw her with that man. The man she chose to be with instead of me. Her smile was so bright and I wanted to punch the guy she was with. Every time I see them, I want to punch Aries. He took Ella from me. He poisoned her mind and made her think our section was worthless. If you only knew who you were messing with, Michael Aries Fernandez. You'll regret the day you entered this school.
Ooh, here I am again, about to enter the room of those. Got to the room, nothing was happening yet. Kiefer wasn't there, I still haven't seen him. Okay, I don't care about him anyway. My first few classes went smoothly. I was able to catch up with the lessons. But King of the Jerks still wasn't around. Lunchtime arrived. I knew they'd try to steal my food again, and I didn't want to go to the cafeteria, so I just brought rice and a few snacks. But where would I eat? I remembered this building has a second floor, but the stairs were blocked by stuff. But I had nowhere else to go, no choice. I left the room and walked towards the stairs. There was so much junk piled up, but even so, there was still a way to climb. I forced my way through. With every step, mosquitoes came out. Maybe I'll get dengue here. I reached the second floor. I peeked first, making sure no one saw me. I sat on the stairs, took out my lunch. I ate quietly, thinking about the lessons and, of course, why their president seemed to be absent. Hey, PFT, you animal. I choked on my food in surprise at the shout. I looked to see who that animal was. It was Kiefer, the president and king of the jerks. I thought he wasn't coming. He seemed to have been hanging out on the second floor for a while. I glared at him. You jerk, whatever. He suddenly sat down next to me. He looked at my food. What's your dish? Mind your own business? TS's. I'm trying to be nice here. He shouted at me. I felt a little embarrassed, so I looked down. I was so rude. TS fried suhas, I replied. I didn't have time to cook anything. I just grabbed whatever was left from breakfast or maybe even dinner. I was surprised when he snatched my lunchbox. Whatever it is, let me have some, he said, taking a bite of rice and dish. I just stared at him, speechless. It was like he was a different person. He was obviously hungry because he was eating so fast. He returned my lunchbox after taking 1 or 2 bites. Don't say I'm starving. I didn't answer him. I just took a few bites myself. I gave him back the lunchbox. He was surprised at first, but he took it back. You look hungry. It was like we were playing a game of taking turns with the food. After him, it was my turn. It was a little disgusting because we were sharing utensils, but that's how it was. We were hungry, no complaints, just food talk. To be honest, Kiefer looked like a rich kid. He had fair and smooth skin. He had a strong presence. I could also see that he was muscular. He also had an earring in his right ear. It was so small, I didn't notice it right away. Honestly, this jerk is also handsome. Don't stare at me. I was a little surprised by his shout, so I came back to reality. Was I staring? I asked casually. No, I was staring, he clarified. I felt embarrassed by what I did. I could feel my cheeks getting hot. What is this? Why am I embarrassed by this jerk? I coughed to clear my throat, also to calm my nerves. Why didn't you come to class earlier? I changed the subject. Nothing. Did you miss me? My eyes widened at his words. What did he say? He's so thick-skinned. Ha! In your dreams. He suddenly laughed. I don't know, he seemed even more handsome because of his laugh. B, why didn't you buy anything from the cafeteria? I changed the subject again. We're not allowed there. Huh? Is that even possible? Why? When did it become forbidden for students to go to the cafeteria? His expression suddenly became serious. A long time ago, we're just not allowed there. He suddenly stood up and walked down the stairs. Hey, wait, I shouted at him. But he seemed to have gone deaf. He didn't pay any attention to me and just disappeared. I cleaned up our food and went downstairs too. What's his problem? Possessed? Bipolar? Abnormal? He's crazy. When I got back to the room, the whole class seemed lifeless. They were all wilted, obviously hadn't eaten lunch. I sat down at my desk. I didn't see Kiefer, he seemed to have skipped class completely. While waiting, I suddenly remembered that I still had snacks in my bag. I took out a Loaded and was surprised to see that my classmates were drooling like crazy dogs. Do my classmates have rabies? I tried to move the Loaded I was holding. Their heads followed. This is good. I took another Loaded from my bag and threw it at them with all my might. They were like lions going wild, fighting over it. Ha ha ha. They look like fools. Felix approached me. Don't you have the big one? I'm hungry, he said with a pout. I felt a little sorry for him, so I gave him my Nova. Thank goodness, my JanSport bag is spacious, so I can fit a lot of food inside. I threw another snack at my classmates, but I stopped when someone shouted, "What the hell is going on here?" We all looked at the door. A guy as big as Kiefer, wearing glasses, with red hair and carrying a gym bag, stood at the door. There's Sakuragi! You idiot! Hanamichi, does he have anything? He has food. I looked at Felix, who was just staring seriously at the guy at the door they called Hanamichi or Sakugari. Isn't that an anime? Felix greeted him, but the guy just stared at him. He handed the gym bag he was carrying to one of our classmates. The other guy immediately took it, and they swarmed around him in the back. He looked at me with furrowed brows. He looked scary even with glasses like Kiefer. I hid behind Felix. Who is that? He asked, looking at me. J, transferee. Felix answered. He looked around as if he was looking for something. Where's Kiefer? Does he know about this? Why, yes, he does. Felix scratched the back of his neck. He's been here since yesterday. Kiefer didn't do anything. There was anger in his tone. Is it a big deal that I'm here? Well, he did something, but he still didn't leave. He's really angry. What's his problem with me? What's wrong with me being here? You! He called out to me. Why are you still here? I couldn't answer. He was scary. His aura was exactly like Kiefer's. Are they related? And why are you treating my classmates like a dog? Hey, I'm not. I was just happy for them. Hindi Neiman. Then what are you doing? Giving them food. He looked at his classmates. You've been gone for days. We always have no lunch. One of them explained. Kiefer didn't do anything. Red-haired guy asked, why is he always asking about Kiefer? You don't know him, Felix answered. TS's. That's all he said, and he sat down in the back. I immediately turned to Felix. Who is that? I asked in a whisper. Yuri Hanamichi. He's also our classmate now. Why is he showing up now? He was suspended. He went to the cafeteria, but we're not allowed there. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. How are we not allowed? I don't understand. He chuckled slightly. Sorry, Jay, it's not my story to tell. What is this? I'm not getting anything out of Felix. I'm so curious about this not allowed in the cafeteria effect. Plus, the scene with that redhead guy wanting me to leave. Is his hair color natural? I wanted to ask Felix more questions, but our teacher arrived. Ooh, I'm dying to know that story. Mrs. Zaragoza started teaching. Like last time, she approached me again to ask, Jay, have you chosen a section yet? I could feel the class going silent. I looked back. They were just pretending to look at the front. I looked back at Ma'am. Not yet. It's okay. But I hope you choose before the first grading. It'll be difficult to transfer you once you've taken the test. Okay. This one too. Why are they so against me transferring? What's going on here? My classes for the day were over. I still don't understand why they're so against me transferring sections. Is it because I'm the only girl? But why do even the guys from Section E want me to leave? Is it still because I'm a girl? Damn it. I wish I was just a guy.